Hey everyone, this is Rob,
I'm Michelle.
and welcome to Bunebape, your weekly podcast on everything you need to know about old school RuneScape.
Meet Merp.
All right, so this week up on the docket, we have a few things to discuss, starting off with the Blood Moon Rises rewards. Last time we talked about this, we were struggling because we were both sick.
Yeah, I don't even really remember.
Yeah, so we'll briefly go over this. There's just been a really small update overarching pretty much all of the things that people are having problems with. A weirdly contentious, I would say, poll amongst people. I didn't think it would be as contentious as it is.
Yeah,
So
kind of agree.
we're gonna go over that. They have some feedback for us and our feedback. It's kind of like a feedback of a feedback.
The way you said they had some feedback for us is like they listened to the podcast and they were like, "We're addressing you. We didn't like what you had to say."
No, us, the community. Yeah, and then we do have some Deadman news. We want to take a look at Deadman, the live event, and tickets still technically on sale as of making this.
There's not a lot.
Not a lot. And then we'll lastly be talking about the cow boss. We do have a little bit of an update there with this week's update. A few things improving and changing with the cow boss, as well as some weird small quality of life / game jam stuff that made it into the game surprisingly quickly. And then, of course, as always, we do have a Q&A,
The Q&A.
questions and answers at the end of the episode. And if you want to be included in that, you can ask us any questions, real life, video game related, whatever you want. You can do that on our discord.gg/boonbabe. We do have a questions section there, as well as a podcast section, so you can be updated anytime there's a new episode. Also, thank you and shout out to everyone that's been watching and following on Spotify.
Yeah, it worked, guys.
Yeah, we actually
monetized.
we managed to get monetized over on Spotify, so that was a big goal for us.
And I'm really scared that we're gonna lose a bunch of listeners because they're like, they have ads now.
Yeah, so unfortunately that is what that means. But
Sorry.
if you have Spotify Premium, then I guess that doesn't matter.
Hey.
But
Or if you get a Patreon.
yeah, exactly. I was gonna say each episode is sponsored by our Patreon. So if you don't want to listen to ads and stuff like that, then you can give us a few bucks and you get ad-free episodes, which
And they're early access.
And they are early. You do get a few other perks, and if you are really feeling generous, you can get even more perks the more you donate. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
But of course, as always, if you don't want to donate money or give us money or whatever you want to do, you can just like the pod, listen to the pod. That's plenty for us. We do appreciate
Follow the pod.
however you want to support us. So thanks again for all the support.
Thanks.
And before we get into this week's stuff, Michelle, how's it going?
It's going well. I have still not gotten the goal pet. I almost said Scurious. I'm triggered. I'm at
That's really cringe.
okay.
Your one chase boss is now leading to a second chase boss, which is actually triggering your old boss killing PTSD.
No, yesterday I was looking at my rank and I typed level S and then I had to pause to be like, where am I? Am I at Scurious? No. Not yet.
You're at the other boss that barely actually doesn't make you any money when you kill it.
I'm at 4,800 KC without the pet now.
Yeah.
Not looking so hot, but I need to start doing it on stream again. I just haven't really had much time to play. I just honestly haven't really been playing actively off stream in a second.
Yeah.
Because I'm busy with things. I've also been salvaging a lot, like at work on breaks and stuff, just like on the side of my computer. So I actually got 2 sailing levels this week. I'm now at 92 sailing, which is pretty cool.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and I greenlogged all the relics. I went and was at the fishy salvage place, whatever, super low level. I was there for like 2 hours.
Okay, let's calm down with the super low level. All right.
It's pretty low level, isn't it?
Yeah,
I thought it was
but
like 20.
I'm barely past it.
Okay, you're not working on sailing.
It's not 20. I think it's like 30 or something.
It's super high level content.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm gonna stay at the opulent until I can get the dragon barrel, and then I'm gonna go to whichever one drops the paint because I've just been like super into green logging and getting collection log slots recently.
Nice.
And my collection log slot, by the way, I am at 1,008 collection logs. I just hit 1,000 last week.
Did you have the pet last week?
I got beef.
Yeah, I was like, tell them how you got more collection logs.
Yeah, I got everything from the beef boss. I forgot his name. Thank you. I ended up getting the pet at 486 KC.
Not even close to dry.
Not even. Can you believe the one that takes 1 second to kill? I get spooned, but then like all these other bosses, which to be fair only take a minute to kill, I'm going dry.
Yeah.
Watch Me at Fasani's is gonna take like
Why
1,000.
don't you try and go dry at one of the bosses that makes you money?
I've never heard of that.
Like actually almost any of the other bosses in the game, it would be fine.
I'm making money at Shellbane. I've made like 50 mil so far. And I'm using my scythe uncharged.
You're
So
lucky that is the slightly okay way to fight this
it
boss.
actually is okay. It's apparently better than the Fang, which is what I was
If it
using.
was if it had to be recorded, if it had to be recharged, then you would just straight up be
Yeah.
deleting currency.
I know. I was talking about the other day and I was like, man, I really like kind of do want to charge my scythe because I know I'd be getting even faster KC, but we don't want another scurrious incident.
Yes.
Where I'm like, might as well charge it. It's not going to take long.
Yeah, we did. For anyone that's
No.
not familiar, she did the scurrious grind and
Oh,
she
yeah.
used very AFK methods, which we have calculated costs way over a
Was it
billion
over a
gold.
bill?
Way
Yeah.
over a billion gold.
So I did a few thousand using Blood Barrage and Virtus. It was so AFK that I would like go across the street to do laundry and come back and I'd still be alive fighting Scurious.
She did that for a long time, and I think each trip to the GE to recharge her staff was at least 50 mil.
I don't remember. All I remember is I was only getting like 200. Oh no, I was playing it a lot.
Yes.
I would get 20 KC an hour, and I remember being like, I'm getting 200 a day. I was doing this for 10 hours.
No, yeah.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
what I'm saying. It would cost her at least 50 mil each time to the bank, and she did this for a long time.
Yeah, it's really where all my money went. All that TOA money has to go somewhere.
I remember I did the rough math in my brain one time, and it was well over 500 mil just on the Sanguinesti charges.
Yeah, or not Sanguinesti,
Or
the
the
Barrage.
blood barraging charges.
But what really added on to that was all the rest of the KC I did with the scythe, a charged scythe. And I think I'd use my Blood Fury sometimes because I'd be like, I don't want to leave.
It's almost like you wanted to spend the most money.
I know. Well, I didn't think it would take me 15,594 KC. No one thought that.
Yeah, it's weird that you still know that number.
Because I have to reference it a lot on stream because people I like mention around. They're like, how dry?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, anything else?
No, but the short, whenever I got the cow pet, I thought was really funny. In my opinion, at least, it's gonna be out tomorrow because I was on the phone with my dad who just had surgery. So
Hip replacement.
yeah, he had a hip replacement. I should have kept that part in, but I was like, he's like weird about his age, so I feel like he wouldn't want me to. So I'm saying it here.
He is elderly.
So I'm saying it here.
By all definitions.
But I was just like on the phone and you hear me go, oh, and then you can like just tell that I'm just like sitting there not doing anything, trying to think, and I'm like, so are you going to your post-ops and stuff? Because I was like, I don't even know what you're talking about at this point.
Yeah.
Like I was just excited. I was gonna tell him what happened, but he also like steamrolls conversations a lot. So
True.
I gasped and said, oh, and he didn't say what. He just kept talking.
Yeah, that's it.
Interesting.
That's what he only cares about what he's talking about. That's
Yeah,
fine.
I mean, to be fair, I was talking about virtual cow and he was talking about surgery.
One's much more important, and it's obviously the pet.
It's the beef.
Yeah.
I think that is all I've been up to. Question mark. What have you been up to?
Not much, honestly, not much, because I'm kind of like in limbo because I'm not gonna say why because it would kind of spoil it. But anyways, I don't want to progress my account too much on
Oh.
purpose, so I'm kind of purposely not doing a lot.
Yeah.
I am still progressing my account, like I had been at the crab for a long time, and now that I'm
lived
not
there.
at the crab, I've been at shooting stars for the last 2 weeks, and I've been like slowly building that up, which is very good for my account because it's
It's gonna lead to crafting,
XP.
yeah.
And I need a ton of crafting
Mhm.
XP, so I'm not complaining about it. And for anyone that's like, what do you mean, why are you at shooting stars for crafting? Long story short, I'll do anything except for sand for crafting. Anything that's not sand.
He hates blowing glass.
Not sand.
He hates it so
I don't
much.
like it. It's so funny because I'm not alone here.
Mhm.
Obviously, I'm not an individual. I'm not saying that, but anytime I look it up and I'm like, what else to do? Google what else to do for crafting, not sand.
Yeah.
And
I don't
there's
like it either.
so many other posts where people are like, oh, the same exact thing. And people, some people give some good suggestions, and then, without a doubt, there's several people like, just do sand. It's not that long. It's only this many hours. Like, it doesn't take that long. Like, you just go to the sandstone grinder. And there's like, 10 people saying the same thing.
Yeah. You're like, I don't want
And
to.
eventually there's a couple people that respond to them like, the whole point is they said in the post they don't want to do sand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, it doesn't even have to be the most efficient way. Just give me some other
And
ideas.
they're like, it's not that bad. Just go buy it. And I'm all like, you don't get it. That's not the point.
What's crazy is Robert hates that Witch Eileen got 200 mil crafting blowing glass because she thinks it's relaxing and fun.
No, yeah, I don't like it.
I remember her telling you about it. She was like, no, it's like pretty good. And you're
No,
like, no.
I understand
In
it.
chat.
I've done it. The thing is, I've never got into like a good rhythm or anything, or I've never enjoyed going out. I don't get how people go to the sandstone quarry to get the sand and like not get heat stroke from being in the desert. Like
Bring a water skin and a knife.
it deals damage to you. What do you mean?
A water skin and a knife, and then you could go to the cactus and use it and it fills up the water skin.
That lasts for not very long.
Bring a couple water skins. Or just finish your Elite Desert Diaries.
No, yeah, I'm not doing that. So all of it seems so tedious. I'm like, that's just not happening. I would literally am going to mine stars for an extra 100 hours or whatever it is.
For gym bags.
200, 300,000 hours. I don't care. Just so that I cannot do that.
Because cutting gems is going to be a lot better.
Cutting gems, to be fair, if you have the gems, is incredibly high XP.
Yeah.
It is actually one of the better XP methods. It's just getting
them on an iron.
Yeah, so I mean, I've been making my way
downtown.
Exactly. So I mean, I'm making progress. I'm getting near-ish to 50,000 Stardust, which is pretty good.
Okay.
Each bag is 300, so I mean, I'm getting pretty close.
How much
to a good amount.
Stardust was your goal?
Overall, whenever I calculated it early on, it was 240,000.
Okay, so you're like a fifth of the way there.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I think I'd already used like 20K at least since then, so I'm getting closer to like needing 200K. So I'm already like a quarter of the way there.
Hey, okay.
Which is not too bad, and that's to get like 92. That's like, or 95 even.
Just enough to get whatever you need for your jewelry.
Yeah, I don't know if the 200K was for an onyx, like a cut onyx, or for cut zenites. I'm not sure, but either way, it's pretty close. And also, that didn't include any gold that I have that I get from like Mudload Mine and stuff like that, or if I just want to buy it. It doesn't include turning things into bracelets, which is like my main money maker.
Yeah.
So like that's what I'm going to be doing anyways. So that's an entirely different thing. So I need significantly less than 200K is what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's
well,
just, yeah.
That's good news.
Yeah. I just don't want to do the math for it. So that's what I'm doing.
Valid.
That's just what I've been doing.
What's your mining level?
83. I got 83 today. So yeah, I got 200K left on this level, and I've gotten, since the last time we were on here, I've gotten around 3 mil XP.
Oh my god. So much for mining too.
Yeah, almost all of it.
Holy moly.
Is for mining. But yeah, I guess not all of it because I'm at 2.7 mil. But definitely a good amount. Anyways, that's all I got going on. We can probably move on to some other stuff.
Yeah, he found something on the Reddit.
Yeah, I thought this was kind of cool because this has to deal with Brutus. A lot of people are like, yo, cow killer or cow elite killer. Cow elite killer.
Oh, I was gonna say cow 31337 killer.
No, yeah, 1337.
Elite.
1337 specifically is
elite spelled wrong.
It's literally, this is funny. It's LEET.
Is that like an unemployed?
And it's spelled out in what is literally known as leet speak.
What is leet speak? What's the thing where it's like the person like unemployed? Okay, never mind. I thought that was leet. I don't know.
But anyways, if like typing out things with
letters
with numbers to represent letters, it's literally called leet speak. It's from like super old like video game type stuff.
Okay, cute.
But anyways, so that's where cow elite killer's name comes from. But he's from the quest. Obviously, for anyone that doesn't know, this is from the Ava's Assembler quest.
Is that what's from?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's whenever they go to. I don't know if it's from that, but it's from the ghost farm.
Oh, an Ectofuntus.
Yeah, the Ectofuntus ghost farm.
Yeah, it would be then.
Yeah, and that's whenever that player shows up to like fight cows wearing like half Darox, half rune bodies.
Remember, it was like kind of messed up, right?
Yeah, kind of weird. But anyways, a lot of people were like, yo, he needs to show up in the quest for Brutus.
Yeah.
And people were kind of disappointed that he didn't. But if you do wear his gear, it's the setup is Rune boots, plate body, plate skirt, Clank's gauntlets, Darok's helm, and Darok's great axe, and then go to kill Brutus or his demonic variant, either one. You get a message that says you are but an imitation of a true legend.
That's very funny. I like
Kind of
that.
cool.
Cute.
Yeah, I really like that. So, yeah, feel free to try it out yourself if you want to get the
I
special text.
I saw a cute little Easter egg thing like that. Someone pointed out, or actually, the RuneScape Instagram, they were sharing a bunch of fun facts, but one of them is, and like everything in the game, you use something on it and it's like nothing interesting happens.
Yeah.
If you use stuff on a cow, I guess it says like it doesn't want this.
Oh,
Yeah. And I guess it's always done that. Like the cow doesn't want
the
this.
cow doesn't want it.
Yeah, it doesn't want it.
Also, I was saying to Michelle over the weekend that I was kind of disappointed that they had like, a really big cow, thing come out and they didn't have any references to the incredibly infamous, probably the most infamous cow event in video game history.
I'd never heard of this. Can you tell everyone? Because I thought this was the weirdest.
Yes. So
in chronological order.
Yeah. So for anyone that doesn't know, in Diablo, Diablo is one of the most popular PC games of all time since the first one came out. This has always been true.
Right behind RuneScape.
Sure. And it's still one of the most popular games of all time. But anyways, in Diablo 2, there were like rumors that apparently people are like, yo, these cows, it's kind of weird that these certain cow things align in the way they did. And so it became a rumor that there was a secret cow level. This had become incredibly
just started
wide
randomly,
known.
like people just
just on the forums, people are like, these cow things line up, these random cow facts are appearing.
It's a cowspiracy.
Yeah, cowspiracy. And so to like kind of oblige, the devs would be like, oh, definitely doesn't exist, but like kind of hinting that it does exist. Didn't exist. They were just reciprocating the rumors.
Yeah.
And then what's funny is eventually, to really oblige the community, they actually put some cow stuff in the expansion for Diablo 2.
Mm-hmm.
But you had to go and edit your game file. Like you had to go
like super hidden niche thing.
super hidden. So you had to go and change it, and then you would gain access to this cow quest.
Did you do that?
No. I never played Diablo 2, unfortunately.
Oh, okay.
I was a Xbox gamer until my teens.
Oh.
But anyways, and then eventually they came out with like a full level, and there were like these walking on two leg evil cows with like spears, and then you would fight them. And this was perpetuated even further in Diablo 3, where they had like a full-on level and a cow boss and everything.
Oh my gosh.
Easily the most well-known cow thing in video game history.
Yeah.
And I was sad that they didn't
I wish that they would have referenced it.
Yeah.
I wonder what was up with all the references to like Caesar and Brutus and stuff.
Yeah,
but they couldn't do Diablo?
It was I think the Caesar reference was really, really weird.
I don't know why they decided on that theme.
I mean, it's cool.
It's cool, but it is like, I don't really know how like you guys were just sitting there, you're like, what I was reading, the Wikipedia I was reading last night was on Julius Caesar's murder. Yeah. And they're like, hey, that's a great idea.
Maybe.
It seems very random. It's not a bad thing, but it seems really random.
It does seem kind of out of left field, because like cows aren't, as far as I know, related to Caesar's
Do you know
empire
a cow killed him?
Yeah,
and then I'm pretty sure it was like 70 of them.
Yeah, 70 cows just trampled him in his like house.
They didn't trample him, they had knives.
Oh gosh. The worst.
But yeah, now that he's told me the Diablo lore, I'm like, wow, I also wish that they'd reference that. That'd been kind of cool.
Because like a really big like saying was like, oh, the cow boss isn't real. Like the cow level is a lie, essentially. Mm-hmm. And
it wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't. Eventually it became a thing.
That's so goofy that they actually gave that to you guys. Or to them. You weren't even there.
No, I wasn't there.
Anyway.
We have a real update.
We do. This is the Blood Moon Rises reward update before the polls come out. This is just, their feedback to our feedback, naturally.
Yeah, because a lot of people had stuff to say about last week's update, which of course was about the Blood Moon quest. For anyone that doesn't know, there's going to be a new area that contains new bosses and new loot. So we kind of went over the rewards for that. And this is feedback on our feedback about what they're going to do about the items.
And we're gonna include our feedback to their feedback on our feedback.
Yeah,
So
it's
don't
like
worry.
whenever React streamers react to React streamers.
Yes, that's exactly what this stream is, or this podcast is.
Yes.
Crimson Kisten. Two themes have come up here: long-term game health and the feeling that a weapon with this kind of visual presence should be seen more time out in play. Everyone loves the design, clearly.
Yeah, it's a bloody two-handed mace. I don't even know.
It's like a flail mace.
Yeah, it's a flail. Yeah.
For the latter, we understand that reaction. When something looks distinctive, it's natural to want to see it in your hand. With that said, the Kisten's identity as a crush-focused special attack weapon is intentional. From a balance and long-term progression standpoint, that's where we believe the design sits most comfortably, and we like to explain our reasoning here.
Sure.
Why not a main hand, Robert? Why?
Well, they don't say it outright, but it's because the Inquisitor mace exists.
It isn't like
It is the only real reason. So
because honestly, like, what would we even? No one would use it because
Yeah.
everyone would just use Inquisitor mace.
So they say, why not a main hand? Making the Kisten viable as a main hand, for anyone that doesn't know, it's two-handed. That's why we're asking this.
How funny be? It is one-handed, by the way.
Yeah. To make it viable can feel like a middle ground. The challenge is that in practice, the two roles compete with each other. If we increase the baseline stats, it could outperform, or it could perform as a regular main hand weapon. The special attack would need to be reduced, so making it less of a spec weapon.
Okay.
This risks trade-offs, landing them in a weird middle ground where a special attack no longer is that special, and also a main hand that's really not super usable or really compelling.
Yeah.
So it would kind of just fall short on both fronts where they want to at least win on one of them.
But wait,
Yeah, and also it's just not satisfying.
there's also a longer term consideration at play.
True. And this is also just them saying the Inquisitor mace. The Kisten's special attack relies on a percentage-based scaling. This scaling is what allows it to remain relevant as players gain more melee strength from future gear upgrades. This is exactly why the Shadow is so overpowered and should still be nerfed.
They plan. Oh, I wonder if that will be in this summer sweep up.
It needs to be.
No, I need to go do stuff with my shadow.
It's at an all-time low right now. It's like 800 mil or something.
Oh my god.
So if you need a Shadow,
and you have 800 mil.
buy it right now and use it until they nerf it in the summer, and then sell it before they nerf it.
True. Yeah.
Or sell it a month before you think the summer sweep up's coming out.
This is our financial advice.
Yeah, this is not financial advice.
No, every time I try to do something like that, I always get it wrong and I get messed up.
You're like, this is financial advice. I am a lawyer. Anyways, though, they do say that weapons like the Dragon Claws age well because they amplify your total stats. And if we shift the Kisten towards higher base stats and weaker scaling, it becomes more dependent on its own base numbers. So as additional melee strength enters the game, the design would more likely to fall behind. And they want to, they would be trading off short-term versatility for long-term irrelevance. I don't really know what their reasoning is here because this exists with other items.
Yeah.
Like almost no item in the game is percentage based, so I get what they're saying, but also it's kind of irrelevant to
It's
me.
one of those things that reading percentage based, I was like, oh, it's making me tired reading this. It's boring.
Anyways, they say that moving it fully into the crush main hand space would also have wider implications, and they pretty much just say that it would make it too good as against the Inquisitor.
Yeah.
For those
They
reasons,
heavily imply they don't actually mention Inquisitor anywhere.
Yeah, they're saying there's not many weapons in that space.
There's only one.
All of the Inquisitor. So yeah, they can't do that.
Yeah.
For those reasons, we feel that the healthiest place for the Kisten is as a clear, powerful situational spec weapon with a defined purpose. Visual impact and mechanical rules don't always align into one. So yeah, they say that they would rather it just be brought out in the moment and it look cool in the moment, and then you put it away.
Honestly, I agree, because we were talking about it before we started recording, and I know you were talking about like the mace, and I was like, it would be weird if this item that you get from completing a quest is better than an Inquisitor's mace.
Yeah.
Like, and if it wasn't better than an Inquisitor's mace, people wouldn't really use it as much.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly just
I would, because I don't have a mace, but
I don't know if you could necessarily call it a straw man argument, because I guess it's technically a real argument, but the fact that people are saying like, oh, we want to see this more often is pretty irrelevant in my opinion, because You have so many weapons. Like some people, I'm sure, think the Elder Maul looks cool. People think the what's the bow?
Bofa?
No, not the bow, for the crossbow.
Sarai?
Yeah, the Zerat crossbow. Or
Dragonheart crossbow with the different recolors. Those are cool too.
no, I'm talking about spec
Oh, I
weapons.
thought we were talking about that looks cool.
No,
I
or
was gonna say, does Zerad even look that cool?
no, no. I'm saying items that are only brought out for spec, like Dragon Claws, does look cool. You know, looks amazing. Burning Claws looks
Yeah,
cool,
but you don't keep those equipped.
but you take them out.
You don't have to lie and say burning claws look cool.
I mean, they look fine.
They look like candy corn.
But anyways, you take them out. You know what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
You know what's about to go down.
Yeah, you know what business is happening. If like someone comes out with a spec weapon, like if someone whips out a Void Waker, you know what's happening.
Yeah.
This is about to happen. This is about to go down. This is a cool looking weapon, and you're about to get done in.
Yes.
You know, so it's like, I don't even think that's a real argument. That's already a precedent set a million times before in this game. So like, sure, bring it around if you want, but you're just gonna look foolish. The same as if you were to bring out your Zerite all the time.
Yeah, there's not many weapons, especially not from quests, that you should just use everywhere.
Yeah, like Zerite's the one exception where it's like not really foul to like bring it around at random bosses.
Why the word foul there?
And just use it and then also spec with it. But like most weapons are just spec weapons. Like
Yeah.
a lot of them are.
It's not that crazy.
And then,
I actually like this as a spec weapon more.
yeah. And also, like, I hate that we have to consider the Inquisitor mace so much. But it is a several 100-hour grind to get it, so you can't just devalue it because of that.
Yes, I agree. Especially with something that you can get from a quest. Even though it's gonna be a Grandmaster quest, you know, it's still a quest at the end of the day. I don't think it should be the new like best in slaw or something. I guess you put somewhere between the Abyssal Bludgeon and that, but that you get from a boss. So I don't know. I don't know how it should be judged, but I'm happy with it as a special attack weapon.
Yeah, I think it's fine because it'll be really similar to, I don't know, like other stuff that's only brought to very niche bosses, because this will only be brought to like 5 bosses in the game.
Yeah.
I think it's, unfortunately, but I've seen other people talk about how it's like kind of similar to the Glaive of Ralos, where it's like, unfortunately, if they do bring this item into the game, it will only really be used at maybe a handful of places, and that's its destiny.
You know, I think the reason why I'm so like excited by the thought of the Kistin is because I fully intend to go back to Fasani's if I can get the gold pet.
Yeah.
So in my mind, I'm like, why don't you guys want this? I want this because I will literally be going to a boss this week to crush. That's why it sounds nice to me.
Yeah. Some people are like saying that you should just shelve the design for something more worthy of it.
No,
And I
that's
was
too
like-
dramatic.
I was like, damn.
Like, no,
I
no,
get what they're
no.
saying, but that's rough.
I do love the design, but we can have other flails in the future that look
What's
a little
funny
different.
is this design was already shelved before in the past.
Really?
I'm pretty sure this used to be the design for a weapon that didn't pass.
Oh my gosh. I could see that, to be
Yeah.
honest. By the way, I just got 93 sailing.
Oh, big. GZ, halfway there.
Thanks. Well, over halfway, actually. Thank you, though.
Yeah, I guess so. Anyways, we have the next thing, which is the leech fin sandwich.
Yes. So a few of you have said that the sandwich feels unusual, me, or that's hard to immediately picture where to use it, also me. That's understandable. It doesn't behave like traditional food and it isn't trying to. You know, that sounds like the meme. He's like, I'm weird. I'm a weirdo. I'm not normal and I don't want to be. That's literally the leech fin sandwich.
The leaf fin.
The leaf
the
fin.
new item.
I almost said the leaf chin.
The leaf chin. The new
Like you have spinach
chinchompa.
on you. Oh, never mind. Oh, like a little leaf one. Like it's wearing a little like outfit.
That's an elemental chinchompa.
Oh, cute. Anyway, when written out in full with references to delays and conditional healing, it can look more involved than it actually plays out in practice. The interaction itself is much simpler. So you eat. If you land your next hit within a certain window, you receive the additional heal. It's different, but isn't designed to be mentally taxing or fiddly to use. The leech fin sandwich also isn't designed to replace combo eating or extra panic button. It's aimed at situations where you're already comfortable in a fight and looking to stretch trips a little further through steady, controlled play. The conditional second heal is what gives it that identity. Without that trigger, it would either become a straight stat upgrade over existing food or lose the space it occupies entirely. The trips deliberate. Stronger sustain over time in exchange for commitment. We recognize this won't suit every player, but that's okay. It's not going to replace existing foods if you don't want it to. Another valid concern we've seen raised is the potential frustration of hitting a 0 after eating. So it's going to roll like 4 times, but even at roughly 75% accuracy,
No, they're saying it's not going to roll 4 times, but you can get 4 attacks within the 12-second window that they allot you.
and those
Or
4 will be.
it's a 20 tick window technically. So like if you're using a 5 tick
Um,
weapon is what they're saying, then you can hit 4 times.
See, I don't remember what it was. I was sick.
So I mean, technically, if you're using like it has to be melee. So if you're using
Hmm.
a weapon that attacks faster than 5 ticks, then obviously you get more chances.
Yeah. Um, Even at roughly 75% accuracy, the likelihood of failing to land a single successful hit 4 times in the 20 tick window is well below 1%. The fact that they said that now, whoever gets it, they're going to post screenshots and be like, I had a point something percent.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it'll happen, but like especially if you're using like
Rarely.
a multi-hit weapon, then it's like
Hmm.
the chances is
Oh,
like nearly zero.
yeah. It's not risk free, but it's not intended to feel punishing when used in scenarios it's designed for. They can obviously make changes if they want to, but for now, they're not. From a broader design perspective, this allows us to explore more specialized food in the future, too. If every new food must behave identically, that design space closes out quickly. So, we're going to keep getting weird food. I probably won't use it because I am boring and just like my crumblins and my anglerfish.
Yeah.
But yeah, they love the weird food, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a problem
I
with
don't have a
it.
problem with it.
It was really bizarre to me seeing how many people like didn't understand how it operated.
Yeah.
Like maybe they like just briefly glanced at it and didn't understand how easy it is to use. Like you just eat it and attack with a melee weapon and it works.
Yeah, I'll read the steps. So, heals 16 hit points immediately, increases your next attack delay by 2 ticks, sets your next eat delay to 9 ticks, causes your successful melee hit to heal an additional 16 hit points. So, the second heal must be triggered within 12 seconds. So, you have to just melee something within 12 seconds.
Yeah.
It is kind of weird.
So it's essentially just if you know what you're doing, you know you're not about to get stacked out, or there's not a chance of you getting stacked out, and you're like, I want to heal for the most I can heal in the game,
Hmm.
and I'm melee, then you eat it.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple.
And then if you don't melee, then you just healed 16 and that's fine.
No, I mean, you just don't bring it, right? Like if you're not meleeing, you're not bringing it.
Yeah. Or like if you're meleeing and you're running away
I guess so.
in cowardice.
Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, it's not too difficult to understand. I don't think a lot of people are like suggesting things that were just significantly worse in from
I
what I could
just,
understand. Like some people were like, "Oh, why don't they just?" Some people were saying you can reword it. I'm like, sure, you can
mhm.
reword it. It's not that difficult to understand, but maybe just the wording is weird for some people. I get that.
I think it's weird. I
Um,
agree with them.
but some people are like, "Oh, you should just change it so that it's in the name. It's Leechfin. So they should just change it so that instead of the extra 16, you leech up like an amount from the next attack you do." I'm like, that's gonna be like probably worse over the long run,
Yeah.
unless you're just consistently hitting enemies that are really low defense.
Well, if you're just grinding Brutus, that'd be huge.
I guess I don't know. I don't know Brutus's defenses, but like
I
the thing
think it
is,
really
you have
hasn't.
to like you'd have to hit like there people are saying like, oh, you could replace it with the Guthin's
Hmm.
passive, which obviously gives you health based on damage you do.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I guess so, but also it's like you don't need to like think about it too hard. Like this is a super niche item.
This is going to be one of those things that every once in a while you want to do a CA and you look at the wiki and they're like, by the way, you should bring the sandwich.
Yeah,
That's like the only way I run into all the weird foods. It's
sure.
just looking at the wiki for CAs.
A lot of people were saying like, oh, it's not as good as like Bruce, so I'm just gonna bring Bruce. It's like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. That's not the point. The point is like,
Yeah.
also, I hate using brews sometimes because it gets you back down.
Yeah, I hate using Bruce.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, great. Now I can't use my mage spell. Let me go chug some restores.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
I mean,
Actually
in this
happened to
case, it
me.
doesn't matter because you're melee, but yeah, I know what you mean.
I was killing RTO, like the baby cub earlier this week. Because you could AFK it while blood rushing. And someone came and was attacking me and I kept running away. But as I was drinking brews, my stats were going down. So I was like, oh my God, they're just going to hit me harder. So I kept having like try to drink restores.
Yeah.
Then they killed me.
Like, it's definitely not going to be the most healing per, per unit in your inventory,
Hmm.
but it is going to be the most healing per piece of food,
Yeah.
which is like kind of cool. And like they said, it's going to be for extremely specific instances.
It'll have its uses. I
Yeah.
know it will.
Like you could use it at Sarachnis, for example. Like
Mhm.
of the bosses I can think of off the top of my head, like you're meleeing Sarachnis, you're always meleeing Sarachnis, you're not going to get stacked out Sarachnis. Why not take advantage of getting more hits because you have a shorter attack delay and you don't have to worry about eating as much.
It's true. Sometimes the little spiderling things are annoying. They
Yeah,
can mess
sure.
you up.
But anyways, so that's that. The next thing we have is going to be the Seeker arrows.
Yeah. People had some thoughtful points around the wording of minimum hit in the design.
Yeah, I think this is kind of just what I was talking about because like at first I was confused personally because I didn't know if they meant they're doing +2 on all rolls or if they're doing your floors too,
Yeah.
which is that's the case.
So yeah, they say to clarify, they do not modify the damage roll distribution in the same way as the Fang or Dark Bow do. Instead, they apply a floor after damage has already been rolled. So here's how they'll work. Accuracy is rolled as normal. If the accuracy fails, the hit is 0. If it succeeds, damage is rolled normally. If the damage is below 3, it is raised to 3. The approach is intentional as it gives us more control over how the minimum hit interacts with percentage-based damage boosts and high-end gear setups. This is especially relevant in situations where armor like Masori and Void are already closely competing in certain encounters. I
Yeah.
was doing so well too. We're going to be taking a pass over existing endgame terminology to ensure minimum hit is described clearly and consistently. I feel like they need to do that. Like it's not really.
Yeah, I think if they just put like in the description of Seeker arrows raises your minimum hit floor to 3,
Mhm.
then it's like, oh, this cannot be anything else other than
I know what
it
it's
does.
doing now. Yeah.
So I mean, I had troubles with that. I can see why other people had troubles with that, and
Totally.
hopefully they change it. It's again, this isn't going to be very good because of the way it's worded. It might be better for like lower level items if I had to guess, such as the MSB, because then you're more likely to miss. So
Yeah.
you're more likely to hit low, I guess is what I mean,
Okay.
which will just bring it to 3. It's not going to be a big damage increase.
Yeah. That's it for the feedback. The polls will be opening soon for us. Yeah, they didn't change anything. They just wanted to let us know their reasoning for stuff, basically.
Yeah, just some clarity on the minimum hit stuff and then some justification for why they're not changing anything on the other 2 items.
Okay. I mean, I'm cool with that for now.
Yeah, I
We'll
think
see.
it's generally okay, but a lot of people are like, "Oh, I'm gonna vote no." I'm like, "Cool, dude, whatever."
Okay, whatever. That's
Yeah.
that's your right.
That's fine. That's fine. If you don't want to vote for it, I honestly it's weird because like it's like something I don't know if I'll interact with, so I don't even know how I'll vote on it, but
I'm not probably just not gonna vote, to be honest.
maybe it's kind of hard to
I
like
don't know if I care enough.
yeah.
I might vote for the Kiston because I actually do want that.
I do think it looks cool and I think it's kind of fine.
Yeah.
Even though it is pretty underwhelming. The next thing though we do have is Deadman.
Yeah, Deadman All Stars 3 season 3 live finale tickets have gone on sale, you guys. They're bringing
They've been on sale for a long time.
they've been on sale for a second, to be honest. They're bringing together 30 big RuneScape creators for an invite-only tournament, spearheaded by Solo Mission in collaboration with Jagex. 6 powerhouse captains will form teams of 5 on custom PvP servers, seeking to cast down their foes and stand alone in glory. This time around, we're pleased to announce the Deadman All Stars finale will be hosted at the Rosemont Theater in Chicago on June 20th. This is going to give you an in real life thrilling conclusion of season 3. Pre-sale tickets, I mean, they went live. You guys do have to have a code from the launcher
I hated this.
to buy it. But Robert was pointing out to me for the pre-sale because they announced it on the stream like a surprise, right?
No,
something?
they announced it 24 hours beforehand, and then once it came out, it always whenever they sell tickets, it always comes out at such a crazy time. It comes out
us.
at 8 a.m. So if you have work, unfortunate because you need the code from your launcher, which is obviously probably not at your work unless you work from home. So like for me, for instance, I got the notification I could buy the tickets, but I wasn't home, so I would not have been able to buy the tickets.
Yeah.
Even if I was ready.
It is weird that you have to literally be on your computer to do it, but
So
okay.
you have to be able to grab the code in order to do the pre-sale specifically from your launcher, unfortunately. But yeah, that's just how it is. Like you could go to the Ticketmaster thing and see the tickets,
Mhm.
but because you didn't have a code, it wouldn't let you get in and buy the
Oh, I
tickets.
didn't think about that because I was like, I could look at the tickets,
Yeah,
but
now because they're not pre-sale anymore, now you can just go in and buy the tickets.
mhm.
But before it showed them all, and then you had to have the code to like unlock the pricing for the tickets.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was kind of weird.
Tickets were crazy expensive, you guys.
They were significantly more expensive
They
than I imagined.
they think they're more expensive than a lot of people imagined.
For instance, the cheapest currently, like the very cheapest seats right now is $130.
It says 212.
No, it's right there.
Oh,
The cheapest is 100,
127.
yeah, 130
Okay.
bucks.
And that's literally in the back row. Okay, so
It's the very back row, and there's only a few of them.
I saw criticisms, and I actually totally agree with this, that assigned seating is not what people imagined this was going to be.
Assigned seating is crazy. It's like a not a concert really. It's more like a like orchestra seating.
Yes, I think myself and probably a lot of other people thought it was going to be more like they're on a. I think a lot of people thought it was going to be the US Rune Fest
Yeah.
almost, and that it was just like they're on a stage, but like you're hanging out with friends. It's not. It's going to be you are in your seat, your assigned seat.
Yeah, you have assigned seating, and because
Hopefully you're
it's
next to your
gonna
friends.
probably be pretty close to sold out, you're not gonna be able to like jump seats.
Yeah, unless someone's really nice and wants to switch you. And there's like one in all the way in the back where it looks like just a singular seat all alone.
Yep.
Oh, but yeah, so 127 for those.
There's still some closer seat tickets if you are flush with cash.
Yeah, if you have $442. This is the Rune package. So let me tell you guys what's in that.
To get any of the okay, there's like we'll just say that there's like four rows,
Mhm.
essentially four big rows, with the first being the closest, the fourth being the furthest. There's still a bunch of tickets in the first two rows, but the cheapest ticket in the first two rows is 400 plus.
Yeah. But the Rune packaging includes some of the best seatings in the house, a goodie bag, 15% discount on all in-event merchandise, and early access into the venue. Oh my god, I'm feeling triggered thinking about MapleCon.
True.
Ugh. If you guys weren't listening back then, we had to wait in line for 4 hours. Even though you were in the good line, you
It
still
was-
had to wait
yeah,
for like 3.5
It was
hours.
a disaster event.
I made friends. The dragon package, which I'm assuming is sold out because it wasn't even showing in the front.
I have no idea.
I don't know. This is the best seating in the house. Goodie bag, 20% discount on all merch in house. Early entry to the venue, and this one sells it a little bit. Open bar and open catering for the entire event and private VIP lounge.
Yeah.
A
Commemorative.
commemorative event lanyard. That one's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
But
So-
I heard it was 500 plus.
So yeah, for anyone that didn't look at the pre-sale thing that they like kind of announced, they were saying that it was actually only in the FAQ of their pre-sale as well. It wasn't like announced necessarily.
Yeah.
So if you looked at the FAQ and where they had a thing where it's like how much our ticket's going to be, they told you it was about $130. But if you wanted the Rune package, which like you said gives you slightly better seating, a little bit of a discount, it's $350 minimum.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you wanted the Dragon, which of course I personally think is just way more value because it is unlimited bar and unlimited food,
Yeah.
and also that discount and even better seating. That one's bare minimum
And
five.
a VIP lounge, so you don't have to.
Yeah, and VIP lounge.
I'm assuming that
So,
means you don't have to sit in the little stadium seats.
yeah,
but I
and,
don't know.
and even earlier access. So
Yeah.
that means that one is a bare minimum of $500.
We're hyping up this ticket that's already sold out.
Well,
It's
I mean,
gone.
we don't even. The thing is, like, if you go to the website, it doesn't show.
No, look, it says that's the highest price is 427.
Oh, okay. So it says Rune package here, but it doesn't have
Yeah.
a thing. Yeah,
I think
okay,
Dragon's
all the
gone.
dragons sold out, but
Yeah.
it was weird because it didn't have a thing where you could just like click on dragon. Like it just has like in the description of the ticket it says Rune package.
Yeah, it's really strange.
So I guess the package is just based on how close you're allowed to sit.
Yes. It's kind of weird.
The jump in price from 212 to
The Rune at
Rune
200
package?
more.
it's more than twice the price.
So crazy, man. They have sold a lot. They were probably actually going to sell out.
Yeah, whenever you log in, obviously if you've logged in today, you've already seen that the banner shows they've sold around 85% of the tickets already.
Yeah.
So yeah, unfortunately, if you were someone that wanted a dragon, unlucky.
I
Or
did
if you wanted
hear.
something for like a decent price, unlucky.
I think it's one of those things that I read someone say that's one of those things where like it's in Chicago, but not really in Chicago, you know?
Yeah,
Like it's like
it's not very
how
close
airports
to
are always
Chicago.
30 minutes away.
Yeah.
So, because I was thinking like, oh, if we didn't go to RuneFest, maybe we'd go and then we could just be tourists. And it's like, no, we would have to rent a car.
It's not, yeah, it's
It's
not
not
very
even
close to
not even
Chicago.
in the city.
Yeah, it's not, technically, like some people were arguing that it's not even in Chicago.
Yeah.
But anyways, for anyone that's like really, maybe if you're
It's in
near,
Rosemont. It even says here.
yeah, it literally says Rosemont, Illinois. It
It's
doesn't say
not even in
Chicago.
Chicago. Oh my gosh.
But
Scam.
but if you did happen to be relatively in the area, or if you're just meeting up with friends and want to
Yeah.
try to potentially test your luck, it is Ticketmaster, and you can technically wait until the last few hours before the event starts, and the prices for the tickets will be like literally 30% off, or 30% of what they are, like 70% off.
When? What?
Like a few hours before the event.
Oh, if they don't sell out
Yeah,
before
that's
then.
how all the tickets on Ticketmaster works. I don't know if this is typical in other,
We should
countries
always
or
like
whatever.
on weekends look and be like, oh, is there anyone with really cheap tickets tonight?
Yeah, that's what happens. So it's like,
Oh.
yeah, if this is the same thing if you buy anything from Ticketmaster, like if a concert's not sold out, they will be upwards of 50% off a few hours before. But obviously, if you're traveling for this and,
You're not gonna risk that.
yeah, unless, like I said, if you're just going and like, oh, I just want to hang out with people, I don't want to go to the thing, but maybe the last second you get tickets for like $50.
Oh, that's so true. Yeah.
You could.
But don't count on just in case they sell out.
Yeah, they could sell
Don't
out.
buy plane tickets with that plan.
Not unlikely that they sell out because it is happening pretty soon
Yeah.
ish.
They also had some merch. So you can pre-order this merch alongside your ticket at special early bird prices, limited sizes and stuff. All prices are inclusive of tax, but include Ticketmaster's a 18% service charge, by the way, for the tickets. I heard that the service charges were crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's Ticketmaster. They can gouge you as much as they want.
Yeah.
They have a monopoly on tickets.
Some of this merch, though, is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, official Deadman tee. This one, it just says like Deadman All Stars on like a little logo on the front and then across the back as well. It's just black and white. It's simple.
It's crazy. It says the early bird price is $30. I think that's just the normal price. That should just be the normal price.
I know, right?
But apparently it'll go up if you don't buy it early.
Yeah. The official Deadman cap. This is $29.50. It's just a hat that says Deadman All Stars. It looks like there's stuff on the side. Oh, it says commemorative Chicago stitching on the side. But like they don't take a picture of it, so you can't really even tell.
They actually took the picture of the person wearing the hat in the dark.
Yeah. Like you could see the Deadman, but I'm like, what's the Chicago thing? I want to see what it looks like.
You will never know.
I don't know.
You have to go.
How much is that? Did I say?
Yeah, it's $30.
$30. Okay.
Yeah, and then there's a poster, $20. It's just a commemorative poster, a little bit of art on it.
Price.
And then,
I like this a lot.
This is pretty cool.
This is pretty cool. It's a Torva tee for $32.99. It's a custom created t-shirt with a large front and back print featuring a full Torva character holding a Void Waker. It runs oversized and it's designed for a boxy, loose fit. It looks sick. It actually looks really sick.
It should have been Bandos.
Yeah, I love bandos.
Bro, Torva looks so dumb.
Torva does look ugly.
You can't change my mind.
But I love the design. But all these merch, like I can't thinking like, wow, I wonder how Mitchie Fox would have like done a version of this.
Yeah.
Probably pretty sick.
Honestly, this I mean, it's not like this is a unique like pose, but this pose does remind me a lot of like the art from the Berserk series.
Oh.
For anyone that's like seen the anime or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's very cool. It's all monochrome, black and white, so it looks like you could actually wear it and people wouldn't think you're a nerd.
Yeah, I think that's maybe what I like about the most.
Yeah. And then if you really have just a lot of money, then you can buy a $100 icon hoodie.
And this is a pre-order exclusive only, by the way.
Yes.
So it's a premium heavyweight fleece hoodie with reimagined OSRS prayers and icons placed throughout the design. This is pretty cool for him. It says solo mission X OSRS on the front, like for his collab. Like
that's cool.
That's gotta be pretty exciting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want it for me, but if I were him, I'd be so excited about this.
Sure. I'm not gonna lie.
I like the back.
I get that it's higher quality, but I absolutely hate fleece hoodies.
I don't like how they feel.
I don't like them. They're not comfy to me. They're not cozy. They don't feel good. They're always way tighter than I imagined they would be. I like just regular old cotton hoodies.
Yeah.
I'm not fancy, I guess.
I'd agree. But Cool designs all around. Especially love that Torva shirt personally. What's your favorite?
Um, yeah, I guess the
I really
Torva
like the
shirt.
back of the hoodie a lot.
I mean, honestly, the only one I would really wear is the Deadman t-shirt.
The basic one.
Yeah, the basic one.
I mean, I would probably wear the Torva one.
Yeah, and I wouldn't, I literally wouldn't wear the other ones. I'm not a fan of like graphic like shirts like that.
Fair.
That's
As
it
I'm
though.
wearing this shirt.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
this one
not.
is actually by Mitchie Fox. It's like pink Zuck. Someone got it from my throne, or yeah, my throne wish list.
Nice.
So you can't be like, you haven't even done Inferno. Why you have that? Someone bought it for me. It's
Wow.
fine.
Okay. Kind of defensive for no reason. But anyways, we do have one final thing to go over, and that is the cow boss.
Yes.
And
So
honestly, something I have such disdain for.
I don't love it. Before that, though, there's a couple of issues that are going to be cold fixed next week. So the mining skill guide shows Rune Ore at 92 instead of 85. And if a thrall faces Demonic Brutus during a special attack, he stops attacking the player. It's insane. Does he
Yeah.
start attacking the thrall or just
No, he
stands
just
there?
sits there, and you can't attack him either.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you could attack him. And I was like,
I don't
oh my,
think
I'm going to
so.
get free
People were,
slippers.
people were saying like if the thrall phases him, he just sits there.
Oh my God, that's so annoying.
Yeah.
I wanted to say real quick,
Yeah.
we were talking about on stream. I think that the demonic slippers should be in the collection log because the comparisons are like a Blorva, and
Okay.
Blorva has that little blood ornament thing. Is that even a collection log slot?
I have no idea. I don't think so.
Oh shoot,
I
never
mean,
mind.
I haven't looked, but I wouldn't guess.
Okay,
it
okay,
was.
well, that aside, I had a second thing that makes
'Cause
more sense.
The only thing I think that is because like collection log slots are usually not bound by skill.
That's true. Never mind.
Or
Forget
high,
I said that.
I would say high skill.
Forget everything about that. What does make sense and should be a thing, even though I'd be suffering, it should be a combat achievement.
Sure.
Blorva's combat
I can see
achievement.
that.
Every Awakened KC. Doing a contract at Yama is a combat achievement. Why is this not a combat achievement?
I don't know.
It's kind of weird.
I guess so.
Anyway, I haven't done it yet, but if they added a combat achievement, I probably would have been working on it all week.
Yeah.
I kind of forgot about it.
They do have some cow boss tweaks. Shout out to apparently the rank 1 cow fighter has been killing over 80 cows every hour since the release of the cow.
The rank 1, they finally got the pet because they'd been stopping by the chat sometimes.
Oh, the actual rank 1, yeah.
Oh no, wait, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's a Shelby Griffin.
Yeah, I was
Sorry.
like, that's not.
When someone dating, he streams now actually. It's spelled dating, DATTING_ is shout out dating. There you go. He was rank 1 for a little bit. He posted a screenshot.
For like a minute. Let's
yeah,
calm
but
down,
if I was
Soul
rank 1 for
Mission.
even a second, I'd be like, guess what, guys?
It's true. So, anyways, if you are a cow killer, if you're grinding for beef, or if you're flexing the cow slippers, then yeah, shout out to you because it's been a lot of KC recently.
Yeah.
So whether you're a fresh-faced adventurer learning the ropes of PVM or a seasoned escaper looking for high-stakes thrill, this week has been legendary. That's what they said.
There's like 5 puns there.
Yeah, they said a lot of things.
They put a bunch of little art in here. My favorite is by Presleek. It's just a little beef and it's just a cute little cow with its tongue sticking out and just a little bow tie. And then by Tavini, there is a big beef. Beefy beef, you could say. It's looking kind of jacked. Still, it's a little bow tie. We love it. And then Simister? Yeah. Said, what a Lumbridge dairy cow sees. And it's just the milkmaid just like looking down. And it's kind of funny.
Yeah. So that's
But
it.
yeah.
Yeah, kind of cool. So 3 little pieces of art they wanted to showcase.
Yay. Now that lunch week's behind us and we're moving into the second week,
Wow.
we've got some initial fixes and tweaks on the way.
Yeah, you can now store all 4 color variants of the cow slippers and the Brutus slippers in the magic wardrobe in your POH.
Adjusted bottomless milk buckets, high alc value from 27k to 9k. I'm so glad I got a bunch and high alc them all before they changed it.
True. They also removed Demonic Brutus's immunity to thralls.
Adjusted Brutus's soft anti-safe spot mechanics that he now uses his stomp special if he's safe spotted while the player is only 1 tile away.
Also, random events will no longer happen during Demonic Brutus fights.
That's insane that you
Yeah.
would just be like attacking this super hard boss and it's like, Bunebape RS, are you there?
Yeah, or you just
Yeah,
hear the cat going,
Yowl.
"Meow."
Added a yes and don't ask again option when releasing Brutus from his pen. Thank God. They should have added that last week.
They also corrected several typos for Gillig Rhodes' dialogue.
And in the examine text for the second milk sample during the Eyes of Milk quest. What did it say before?
No one knows.
I don't know. There's a lot of jokes about the milk.
Anyways,
Look at Reddit.
that's it. So this is the part that I personally don't like.
Mm-hmm.
The cow stuff is fine. The next
Yeah.
part is going to be the skill guide and level up rework. For anyone that doesn't know what this is, it's totally fine because this kind of, in my opinion, came out of nowhere. This is from the most recent Game Jam #7 blog that came out just a few weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So these include these include the level up messages.
I wanted to show you. Okay, well, read it first.
Yeah.
But since I leveled up, we can actually look at it in game.
I have seen it.
Oh, I haven't.
The level up messages I think are kind of fine, honestly, in my opinion. So for anyone that doesn't know, they have now changed it so that if you level up and let's say you're in the middle of fighting someone, as does happen pretty commonly, especially like with Slayer and stuff like that,
Yeah.
then it's like, oh, what did I unlock? I don't know because it went away. I'm fighting. And then you'll never know.
Yes.
So what happens now is a new red message comes up after you leveled up, and it says that if you just click on the skill guide, it'll like show up and it'll actually show you everything that you've unlocked because of that level.
Yeah, and you could right click it to open it, or you could right click to clear it as well, as I'm just seeing on here.
Yeah. So I think that's kind of cool because that is something that
That's
happens
nice.
to literally everyone, especially if it's combat related.
It sucks when you're like super early level too, and you like your first account, you know, you want to feel excited as you get to like level 50 or something, and it just disappears. And you're like, okay, well, I got it.
Yeah, the unfortunate part is I don't think that it like shows the level up message by default anymore.
No, it does. You have to turn it off if you don't want it on.
Oh, you have to turn it
because
off.
mine actually,
I
I
thought it
stopped
was-
salvaging when it happened.
I thought it was off by default.
No, it's on by default.
Okay.
I found that out in Deadman. It was annoying.
All right, cool. So that's fine, and that does show up, which is, you know, cool because yeah, you don't want to miss out on stuff. So that's fine. The next part is the thing I don't like.
Okay. I don't know if it's this part that you dislike, but upon opening the skill guide, you're going to see a list of all the features requiring a particular skill level, regardless of which section they're in. This is the new version that they're showing in the picture if you have the blog pulled up. It also works in like the legacy version where it's like the little scroll as well. I still like the scroll.
The scroll's
I think
way
it
cooler.
looks cooler, yeah. So they do have an example picture, and then I think the scroll is just so classic RuneScape. Usually I don't care, but I actually really like it here.
Yeah, I think it's way better. This next part I hate. The
Look.
fact that they added this is oh my god.
It's
the fact
happening
that
right
this
now on
is-
my screen.
The fact that this is on by default is crazy to me.
So I forgot that this was happening, and I saw something in the corner of my screen, and I was like, oh my god. Okay. The stats side panel stone and the skill icons will glow, indicating you've got some level up unlocks to view. This reminds me of a mobile game.
Yes.
It's glowing right now, and it's
I
just
hate it.
flashing, like pulsating.
For anyone that obviously can't see or,
But what did I level up?
or,
Oh, don't worry. The anchor's glowing.
yeah, can't see or imagine what we're talking about. It goes the like attack options, your skills, and then your achievements. And the skills stone is literally glowing.
Yeah, it was a square, like glowing
like
around
repeatedly
it
glowing
until you click it.
until you click it. And then once you click it, then the skill that leveled up is also glowing. And it's not like a little bit of glowing. It's not like it's got a little sparkle
It turns
to it.
white.
It is very glowing.
Yeah. And I get why this would be good for new players. I feel like this should have been off by default, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm definitely gonna turn it off right now though. But oh, you guys, I could do a rosewood hole finally. Hole.
It does require
Oh.
84 construction.
I have 84 construction.
I don't know.
I have 95 construction.
That's fine.
Anyway, I don't like the glow.
Yeah, I hate it.
I really don't
I
like the
hate it
glow.
so much.
It's not good.
It reminds me a lot. I think I've talked about this before. It reminds me so much of a couple mobile games I've played where, like, oh, it was actually not a mobile game. It was another Korean MMO that is like very, very microtransaction based.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's called Throne and Liberty. It's like a kind of newish one. It looks
Okay.
really cool, but the thing is, there is a permanent a little red exclamation point
Oh,
in like the corner of the screen.
so
And
annoying.
like you go to it and you're like, what did I miss? It's like, no, it just takes you to the cash shop.
Oh, I've played mobile games like that
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. And it's
And
like,
it's like you have to learn to ignore it and be like, oh, I don't actually have notifications. If I do, it will have 2 next to it.
yeah. Or it's like you go there and to turn off the notification, it's all like, oh, check out the daily deal.
So annoying.
Oh my God. I hate glowing things in the game.
And I'm okay, going backwards a little bit about it being in your chat. Am I doing it wrong? So it says check the skill guide to see what your new ceiling level unlocks. They said you could click that, right?
Sure.
When I click it, I just start walking elsewhere in my boat. When I right click it and click open skill guide, it doesn't take me to what I just unlocked.
I think potentially because you already opened it.
Oh, yeah, I opened it separately. Okay, that could be why. Because I was like, why is it not working? Well, sorry, guys. I didn't like get tested out for you because I was impatient.
Either way,
Sorry.
I think the message in the chat is fine
Yeah.
because that's a common occurrence and something that people would want to know. I think it's so egregious to have it glowing.
The glow is a go.
Yeah, that's not, to say the least, it's not OSRF.
Yeah. If you want that in there, good for you.
Mm.
I don't. I'm going to go turn it off right now.
It is the toggleable thing that she's going to turn off. Just go and search up level up guide list, and it's a toggle.
Yeah. So that's it. The guide list. Is that the glow?
Yeah,
Because they
that's
don't
the glow.
specify. Okay. You should make it clear that's the glow. I like the pop-up notifications on actually. As you get higher level and it doesn't go off much, I actually really like when it pops up.
Yeah, you can also turn on, this is off by default, you can turn on the level up chat box list, and this will actually list everything you've unlocked by leveling up in your chat box.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah, so again, if you just like we just did, like we just went away from the level up notification, so now it won't show us what it is.
Yeah.
If you want it just permanently listed in your chat box once you level up, then you can like look at it later if you want.
That's actually pretty handy.
Yeah, but you have to turn that on.
Search level up in your settings if you want to turn this off. Yeah, no, I hate that it's automatically glowing. That did not look cute.
Yeah, I hate it. And no, I think no matter what, whether it's on or off, you'll still be notified for skill capes.
No, only if you have pop-up notifications. So it says if you have that on, you'll get pop-ups saying
Oh.
congrats, you just advanced X level. You know, I've never read it, but like for thieving, it says congratulations, you're now a master thief. Does that say
I
that?
thought
Like stuff like that for everything?
I thought it was saying that no matter what the
No,
cape would still show up.
you do have to have it unlocked.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so they're gonna keep the details of the skill cape pop-up, highlighting where exactly you should visit to obtain your cape.
Oh, that's what they're keeping. They're keeping the highlighted words showing where to get the cape.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
They better not be making you go to the skill guide to do that.
Yeah.
I love how like so many of my 99s, I get that pop-up and I just click away and then I don't know where to get the cape.
It's so funny because I have so few capes that I feel like I already know where to get them all, and I just don't care because I don't have them.
Valid. Whenever I got the defense, everyone was like, the guy's in Lumbridge. And I was running around for at least 2 minutes and just passing the guy over and over.
Just walking past them.
When I got cooking, I was in the cooking guild running up and down the ladder and I was like, where is he? And I made a short. And as I'm like, I can't find him, I'm like zooming in on how he's like right next to me.
Yeah, hiding in
He's
plain
hiding
sight.
in plain sight.
Where's Waldo?
Okay. Skill guides now check whether you meet the requirements. So the game, they had to do like a little time sync and sprucing up the skill guide code database. It's going to highlight whether or not you satisfy the requirements for an entry.
This is actually kind of useful.
This is helpful. So if it's red, that means you don't have it. If it's gray, you have it. Easy.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. For instance, like they have the Ancient Scepter here, which not only requires the 75 magic, of course, DT2, of course, but also a lot of people might not know it requires 60 strength. So it'll show you whether you do or don't have each of those requirements.
Can I officially unlock everything here? Because I was actually going to look for an example, but I think I can do everything. Gosh.
No, I was going to say
darn it.
93 or whatever you just got is the highest.
Well, I was going to look and see what's red, but never mind. I'm just like too good at this game, I guess.
Sure.
Whatever.
I mean, you could go to your smithing.
At 94? Oh my god, because I still can't do a rune plate body, huh?
Yep.
Rune. Let's see. It's not red.
Oh, you probably don't have it turned on.
Oh, I don't know. Well, no, because it only shows stuff that has double meaning, and you only need smithing for that.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't
maybe.
know if I have
Yeah.
anything.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway,
You're just too progressed.
I'm so good at this game.
Anyways, this is kind of a crossover announcement. And oh, by the way, what we just said is not pulled or anything. They just put it in the game, which is also something I hate a lot.
I thought it was pulled.
It was a game jam idea. It wasn't pulled.
Okay.
Or at least as far as I understand.
I don't remember.
A lot of people were complaining it wasn't pulled. I'm just taking their word.
To be honest, it's one of those things though that I'm like, it's not a huge deal they added it. It's very easy to turn the toggle off.
I don't like it though.
But it is, yeah, don't love it.
Anyways, this is kind of a crossover update that they actually were talking about, or I've been getting kind of more familiar with like the vibe / people's ideas from the RS3 subreddit.
Okay, you were looking at it?
Yeah, and so that's why I know this is kind of a crossover from RS3. So this is a change to the Premier membership benefits.
Which
and
is what I have.
This is kind of weird. They're removing the Premier from it. Now it's just 12 month, which it always was.
The same thing, right?
For us, it's the same exact thing.
Okay.
For RS3, they are actually losing benefits.
What?
Yeah, but this is all in an effort for them to re-go about.
They're redesigning R3 basically.
Yeah, re-go about their MTX and stuff like that. So before you would get additional benefits that they are no longer offering anymore because they're moving away from their MTX models.
Are people mad?
I honestly think some people are, but it's hard to tell because some people are not as well. So I'm like, I don't know if those are the people making the posts.
We don't know what the majority is.
And everyone else is happy about it.
That's fair.
But they are removing some stuff. There's still stuff that you get with it.
Okay.
In R3, like there's still additional stuff you get with it.
It's just not as crazy as it was previously.
Yes, exactly. Okay. So there is some stuff you're losing, but they are trying to prioritize content, features, and services, and they're trying to figure out how to best deliver them to you, not the original way they used to.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you are an RS3 player, you're definitely going to want to check that out because you are losing some stuff.
Yeah, be forewarned.
Yes.
But I think, I do think that a lot of people in RS3 were happy about getting rid of MTX. Or maybe that was more so OSRs players were happy because now they could play RS3.
It is kind of crazy the amount of stuff that they're changing. A lot of people say it's like a pretty good time to start playing the game. Yeah. But I mean, it's also kind of a wild time. Yeah. So I don't really know. I do know a crazy change that happened recently. Okay. Very crazy change because they undid EOC.
What?
The evolution of combat. They've significantly moved away from their changes to EOC. Some people are very happy about it and some people aren't.
Why? Okay, this is maybe a hot take. If they didn't get rid of it completely, but if they got rid of EOC completely, that is essentially exactly what they did to OSRs by putting in EOC. Because now you're taking this game and completely changing the combat again.
Well, they're not completely changing it.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what they changed. Obviously, I'm not familiar with RS3.
I don't know anything about it.
Never logged in. But I do know that apparently a significant change is that they bolstered the original 3 combats to make them more on par with like necromancy, which apparently is just an incredibly noob friendly and an incredibly powerful combat style.
Yeah.
So that's like what a lot of people would do. They significantly nerfed it by like 10%, Yikes. Which apparently is a ton. And so this is it to not only further bolster like the 3 original combat styles, but to also like make it so like there's not just necromancy being so strong. Mm-hmm. So I guess that's like the generally what I saw was that they made really big changes to that system. And some people were saying like it was kind of undoing bits of EOC. I don't know to what extent, obviously.
I feel like I would potentially be annoyed if I was an RS3 player and all this stuff is happening.
Some people were, obviously, because some people were like, I only use necromancy and now it sucks.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard good things about necromancy in that game.
Yeah, I don't
So
know.
that's
But some
actually
people also said it was a crutch and it was like the
um
only thing you really needed to level up for like a good bit of the game.
okay. Well,
So I don't
I'm
know.
glad I don't play the game, so I don't have to be involved in this probably drama that's going on about it.
Yeah, it's definitely quite a rocky boat. But if you want to
Hmm.
tread new waters, then you can try out the game because
Yeah.
apparently there's a lot of stuff
There's
happening.
probably never been a better time to start playing RS3.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
everyone's learning. So, anyways, though, that's the end of this week's update. We do have some Q&A stuff.
Yes, we do. All right. So first up is from Harger. There's only one spell that requires an item in addition to runes to cast it, being the Apatol Teleports. What would you feel about adding more spells that require other items as well? Sorry, he was reaching out and touched Goose's paw, and I just saw her lift up her leg to be like, "Don't touch
She was actually
me."
like getting ready to smack my hand.
Anyway, for example, Mithril Slash, an attack spell that requires a Mithril Bar to cast, Tidal Wave, which temporarily accelerates your ship and requires an Oyster Pearl, or Mire Snare, which binds your
A point is crazy.
opponent and requires Swamp Tar. I would want this to become the norm, but perhaps you can lock one spell from a quest, for example. I have actually always disliked that I have to have a banana for Apatol.
Sure.
I think it's annoying because in my bank I have like a teleport tab, like all my tellies, and I have a banana in there. I have a stack of
Just in
bananas.
case.
A stack of bananas, and I think it looks so goofy. I don't like it.
You're
But
you're silly, dude.
I
It's
don't
just a
know.
banana.
I don't, but it's just like I always forget. And then I'm like, man, I gotta go buy more bananas. I don't know why I only buy 5 at a time,
No.
but
No one knows.
no one knows. Um, yeah, I mean, I feel like instead of having items required, I would just want those spells to be added at like higher levels, you know? I don't necessarily want there to be additional items needed because then it feels like a bit like more tedious to cast spells in my mind.
Yeah. I mean it
Thoughts?
is. I honestly don't think it's a terrible idea. I do think it would have to pretty much not have to do at all with combat, like
Hmm.
the mithril stuff or the Mire Snare.
Yeah.
Because it would have to be like I think it would be okay if it was similar to the like Apatol stuff.
Yeah.
Like
I was
if
thinking for teleports, maybe.
yeah, exactly. Like maybe you're like, I want to teleport directly to this weird location, then I use this item. Like that works because it's not so impeding and like it's kind of like a thing you weigh in your head instead of being like, I'm doing combat and I have to use this skill because it's the best one.
Yeah.
That's kind of annoying. But if it's like or the buff spell, I like the tidal wave spell that you thought of because it's like, do you always want your ship to go fast? Maybe not. So it's like, yeah, I want it to go fast. In this particular case, I'm going to use the oyster pearl or
I
whatever.
would have an inventory full of oyster pearls
But I mean, you're salvaging, so you wouldn't.
when I'm running around.
Exactly. So it's not all the time. So that's why it kind of works. But I think something like that would be fine. Or it's like, yeah, maybe there's like a weight reducing spell or something like that where it's like, I don't want to bring my, graceful, but I need to be lighter weight or I'm going to keep failing this agility check. So it's like you can bring a few feathers or something like that. I don't
It's
know.
kind of cute.
But yeah, I think stuff like that would be interesting and fine. Although I'm kind of concerned at how like currently cluttered in my, especially since they're adding random stuff like the mini game teleport into there. I hate that. But they're just adding more and more stuff to it.
To the spell
So
book.
to the spell book.
Hmm.
And so I worry that this would just make it look like I'm looking at ants on the page because of how small the spells are constantly
There are
getting.
so many spells.
So I worry about that, but I think the idea is fine.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, I think it's kind of a cool idea.
Okay. Cool.
It could work.
And then from Matt on Discord, thoughts on an equipable backpack which increases your inventory by 10 slots, but as a consequence removes your ability to run.
Crazy.
You already know I'm going to say no
That's
because
crazy.
I hate not being able to run or telly. I think, when did I stop being a yes man? Because I was like, this isn't very RuneScape, is my first thing I thought.
Now you're set in your ways.
Now what? Who am I? Do you guys remember, like, Matt and Harger, you guys would have suggestions and I'd be like, add it, why not? When did I change? It's weird.
I don't know.
And when did I become a hater?
You are a hater.
I hate not being able to run, so I don't want this in the game for selfish reasons, and because it doesn't feel like RuneScape to me, whatever the frick that means.
I think this would be sick,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd be down if it was 14. If it's 10,
Why
I don't like the
14?
idea so much.
Okay, elaborate on why specifically.
How many inventory slots do you have?
I don't know.
You don't know? It's 28.
Thank you. Sometimes I try to count, but like my inventory is empty, so I'm like, how big are these squares?
So I just want it to increase by half so that when I take stuff out of the bank in sevens, it
Mm-hmm.
fills it up at a good rate.
Oh, that's fair. Okay.
Because 10 would be annoying.
Yeah.
It would, I mean, it'd be fine. It'd be an improvement. Obviously, this would be used for bank standing. I don't know what else you would use it for, but
Oh, yeah. I was literally imagining going to a boss, you could just bring tons of food.
no, I don't care about that. This would realistically, I mean, you could use it at certain bosses, I guess, technically, but I just immediately am like, what am I using my inventory for? Bank standing. So, I mean, I could see that being a thing. And if it's 14, it would be really sick. And potentially this could come from like a boss, or it could even be like you can get parts of it from different like achievements or diaries or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then it could be like an additional thing that's like, oh, I played my account for so long. I have this backpack that used to give me 2, now it gives me 14. Like it could be a thing you upgrade even.
It's just too spicy.
It is. I don't think it would go over well with the community.
Okay, because I was like, I don't think people would be okay with this.
Yeah, I don't think it would. I don't think it would go well with the community.
But
But
you're
I,
just trying to make it work.
I could see it being not. There's not a 0 chance that this would go through.
Yeah.
I think people could be like, oh, sure.
I don't think people would vote yes, but I do like your spicy thoughts,
Yeah,
your spicy ideas.
I think potentially the thing is it would have to at least remove your ability to run, because then people are like, as soon
Yeah.
as it starts affecting boss stuff, people are like, no.
Yeah, that's immediately, I thought it was funny that you said bank standing. My first thought was bossing.
Yeah, like
And some bosses like have teleports that take you like right there. So it doesn't even matter.
yeah, but the thing is like, there's no boss that I know of that you can walk in.
Some you can. I mean, it might make it a little bit harder.
The only one that I know of that you can like straight up walk the entire time is Vorkath.
You can at Shelving Griffin.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm sure there are a couple, but yeah, I think because
It's a must CA to walk.
yeah, I don't know. Then it's also like, can you unequip it? Can you like drop the items on the ground and then put the backpack in your bag?
There is a lot of side questions that would like stem from this.
Yeah, so there's a lot of implications with this. I think potentially if they're all like, oh, this bag is like a particular bag, that makes
It's a
it
special bag.
makes it so like you're immediately over encumbered and you cannot operate in combat with this bag or something like
You
that.
saying over encumbered reminded me of BG3 and triggered me to whenever stuff's too heavy and your
Oh, every
character's
game
so
says that.
sluggish.
Skyrim says that too.
It's annoying.
But
Oh, it
yeah,
happened to me so much in Skyrim.
I think it sucks because when that happened, it would be like, man, like once people found out, they'd be like, this is lame.
Yeah.
But also, I think there would have to be something akin to that, or it would also just be lame because it would sprout some weird strategies
Yes.
that are just really difficult to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I could see it.
Okay. I
Yeah.
like that you are always able to find a way to make stuff work.
Well, yeah, I think they're good questions. You have to take them seriously.
Oh, I know, but I'm just like become like a weird old person stuck in my ways at some point.
Yeah,
I take it
it's funny-
seriously, and that's why I'm like, no, because I don't want this.
It's funny because like
personally.
you before used to not take them seriously and just be like, yeah, just add them or whatever, and then now you take them like super seriously.
Maybe
and
too
you're like,
seriously.
no. But it's like either way, you're not elaborating on your answer. You're just stuck in a different way now.
It's weird. I don't know why, because I hear you elaborating and I'm like, I want to do that. And then it's my turn to talk and I'm like, no, I don't want it. I think it not good. It not RuneScape. That's it. That's all I can say.
Okay.
And
Well,
that's me trying.
let us know if you think it is Bunebape or not to have backpacks. But
It's weird saying Bunebape for RuneScape now.
okay.
Isn't it?
No, it's not.
Well, maybe it's just because I say Bunebape like every day on stream.
Cringe.
Well, people will, like if someone
It's a
will randomly
joke.
get Bunebape.
Anyways, hopefully you all enjoyed this episode. Let us know what you think about the backpacks and if you would like them in the game. If you enjoyed and want to see next week, feel free to follow us on any of our socials.
Yeah, our Twitter and TikTok are Bunebape osrs. Our Instagram, Blue Sky, and YouTube are all just Bunebape. I stream 4 days a week at Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, so you can catch me on any of those platforms if you want. And thank you guys again for helping us get the Spotify monetized. I've been trying like a lot harder with podcast stuff the past like year or so. So very exciting. And as a reminder, we do have the Patreon if you don't want to listen to the ads. I don't know how they sound. I don't listen to our own podcast for more than like a couple minutes because I feel like weird listening to it. Um, so hopefully it's not too bad. Thanks guys for putting up for the ads, putting up with the ads, whatever.
Yeah. Thanks
Thanks.
again. Hopefully you all enjoyed it, and we'll see you all.
Very soon.
Bye.
Bye.